Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. As long as I don't start coughing again. Good grief. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you've done this before. I do so many, I don't always remember people, but so I don't really need to explain it to you. I just like to remind people this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Might have to stretch it outside the box. There will always be a reason, whatever he shows or says. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind. You'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. So we're going to talk to Donnie. He said, of course, I'm still with you. Oh, wait a minute. He's got a song going here. They love to use songs. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Let me ask Alexa if I can figure out which one it is. I know the song. Okay. Finally figured out which song it is. It's sung by Lone Star called I'm Already There. And it makes me cry every time I hear the song, so had to turn that one off. It doesn't matter if you listen to country music or not. You may hear the song on the radio. You may see I'm Already There in a picture as you're walking through Walmart. You may hear somebody say that on a movie. You may see it on Facebook. Somebody will say I'm already there. But he's singing this song to you. So go Google it, YouTube it, however you want to do it, because he's singing that to you. He's talking about shenanigans. Something about shenanigans. But like fun shenanigans. It's not like somebody's pulling something on you or something. It's more like pulling pranks. He says you've seen him. Not sure it was in your house. That for a second, and it always seems to be in your peripheral vision. It even happens to me. I'll see something. This is peripheral vision, but so is this because I can have my head down and see them walk by, and they do it to me too. And I look up because I can see them, and I look up and there's nothing there, but I know that that was them. So you've seen. He's showing the left side. Doesn't have to be exact. It might just be the way he's showing it. And you thought you saw him standing there and you turned your head and there was nothing there. I don't know that I feel like it was in your house. Probably doesn't make any difference. Know that that was him. It seems to be hard for them to fully materialize because I've only seen that myself, like, and standing there watching, looking in a direction and see somebody fully materialize, like a real person. Maybe a handful of times. So know that when you see that movement out of the corner of your eye, try not to turn your head, but I still can't do it. I still turn and look, go, what was that? Just watching your peripheral vision if you can keep from turning your head. He's smelling your hair. I don't know if it's just an old familiar smell. You use the same shampoo you've always used, hair product, whatever, or if you've done something new and he's trying to validate that. I will always be there for you. Just talk to me. And I probably already told you before, I promise you 1,000%, he can hear you, he can see you. Talk to him all you want to. He'll hear you. Sorry, I have a smoker's cough. Dog. Grandson's yelling at him, at her now. So if you, how do I say, if you hear something that sounds like somebody sniffing, like not sniffling, sniffing your hair. If you hear that, because he's doing that noise, like, you probably can't hear me doing it, like you sniff a flower or sniff a smell, and it probably won't be very loud. Know that that's him. Validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more, give him permission. I've seen, so many times, not lately though, that they'll be standing, your loved one will be standing in your house in the corner. He's not doing that, but or they're not sure that they should come forward and they're not quite sure whether they don't want to scare somebody, make somebody think their house is haunted or something. So give him permission. Tell him you want him to show up. And then just watch and see what happens. Probably won't be immediate, but it could, something may come up with his name or something that totally first thought in your head is him. Or you could even hear a noise. He said car, C-A-R, and then he said streetcar. I have no clue where you live. I have no clue if you have streetcars. He says, don't worry about the money. It will all work out. He's going like this, but I'm not sure what he means. He's showing me. Do it again. It's like he's out in the country. I don't see any houses around. And there's a hill. There's a hill. And it's all grass. It's like pasture ground or something. I see a fence. I don't know if this is someplace he liked, a grandparent's home. He's not explaining. And he says over hill, over dale. So now he's mentioning chocolate chip cookies. I don't know if this was a favorite of his, or maybe he even liked to cook them. You should smell those chocolate chip cookies when they come fresh out of the oven. Matter of fact, I've been smelling something like that for several days. Just in the middle of the afternoon, out of the blue. Haven't figured out who it is. It's not him, but I've been getting it lately too. Somebody's stopping in to say, hey, I'm here. They need to make themselves known. Anyway, that's my deal. So, again, when you get that smell of chocolate chip cookies, validating, acknowledging, tell him you love him. He said it's time to pick your head up. It's time to move forward. It's time to start thinking about how you're going to proceed. And he will be right there beside you. And give him permission to help you because they cannot override your free will choice. I can't say that enough to people. My guys bring me all kinds of good shit, and I go, yeah, no, I don't want to. And they're going, hey, Rhonda, what's the deal? Because I have free will choice. I can turn it down. They can bring you the richest, most handsome man in the world, and you can go, no, I don't want him. That's our free will choice. So I forgot where I was going with that. He says, just remember I love you and it'll be all right. That's actually a song by Firefall. Go Google that one. YouTube it. Just remember I love you. It'll be all right. And I don't know that you will hear this song because, yeah, it's an oldie. But you might. Or you'll hear somebody say this. So he's all around, but his presence is very, very soft. So I don't ask him to push his energy out a little more. Ask him to be a little stronger so you can feel him. And sometimes when you feel him, it'll just be like if somebody enters the room, you don't hear them, you don't see them, but you feel them because you feel their energy. And asking to push that out just a little stronger so you can feel him. All right, he's showing me the word canton, C-A-N-T-O-N. What the heck is a canton? Is that something in church? Let me look that up. Okay, so you're going to have to Google that word and see how it fits for you because I have no clue. C-A-N-T-O-N. It's a noodle. It can be an Asian noodle and it can be some other stuff. So find the meaning that fits for you. There's always a reason for them saying something. He says you feel guilty when you smile. You feel guilty when you smile. He said it's time to stop feeling guilty. He says, because you still have a life to live. I'm not gone, I'm there. Tell her she's bright and beautiful. And I want to see her smile again. Because he can feel that energy. He can feel that energy when you do that. He wants to see you bright and beautiful and smile again. That will lift his spirits up, so to speak. None of them want to see us sad, but that's just natural process. He's heard you say something like, are we ever going to be together again? Yes. We always meet our loved ones when we leave. There's always loved ones waiting for us to show us around, show us where to go. People are always telling me where to go, not in a nice way. He says, yes, we will meet again. I will be waiting for you when you get here. Not even close to being your time to go yet. So he says, make the best of it. And don't worry, I'm all right. Now we need to make you all right. Something about him reaching his hand out and touching you. This is my left shoulder. Like he just puts his hand like on the back of your shoulder. So you should be able, I don't know if he's already done it or he's going to do it or both. So it's just like he lays his hand on the back of your shoulder. You should feel that little bit of pressure. It might feel warm in that one spot. It could be itchy, from their energy makes me itch. but I don't know how you'll receive it. Everybody receives it different. So you might just keep scratching on the back of your shoulder, not know why. Sometimes when I don't pay attention, it feels like they stick me with pins because they're not getting my attention. And if they do something that's a little too strong, just tell them. Sometimes I think they don't realize they're stronger than they need to be. So it's like he's standing right behind you with his left hand on the back of your left shoulder. And he's not like shoving you, but he's kind of pushing a little bit, trying to get you to move forward. Because believe it or not, that's what they want. We see things so different once we get up there. But I'm not ready to find out anytime soon. He says, you know you're beautiful just the way you are. So don't let anybody try to change you. You're very loving. You're very strong. Again, he says, just remember I love you. It'll be all right. And I know you will always carry me in your heart. But do you wear some kind of a necklace that has something on it of his, like maybe his wedding ring or ashes or something about a necklace that has something of importance on it concerning him? And he mentions car again, C-A-R. So I don't know if you got a new car, different car, need to get one. He's not explaining. They don't always explain. Drives me crazy. It's his show. He's making me want to play with my feet. So I don't know if he likes feet or maybe you just cut your toenails. Not sure what he's trying to validate with that. But I just feel like I need to mess with my feet. Again, he says you need to start looking forward and not backwards. I feel like I had a beautiful life with you. It was just my time to go. So don't feel like I was cheated out of anything. It was just what I needed to do. And I've probably told you before, what they've taught me is before we get here, we decide an exit point. I don't know that we decide how we're going to exit every time, but we decide an exit point. It can be when you're 1 year old, it can be when you're 100 years old. Whatever that timeline is, it can waver a little bit, but depending on what people around need to learn or from it or something like that. Anyway, and he was in his time period. Why they have this, I don't know. The big guns don't seem to want to explain any more than that. And with that, he's leaving a little bit sooner than most of them do. So, we'll see if we get a little more. I might send another one later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.